This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 5 minutes. This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 4 minutes. This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 3 minutes. This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 2 minutes. This broadcast of the 6-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy begins in 1 minute. It's time for LA Galaxy Soccer. The six-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy is presented by Modelo, made for those with a fighting spirit. By Dignity Health, official healthcare provider of the LA Galaxy. By Yamava Casino at San Manuel. And by Vivid Seats. From Shell Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas, the LA Galaxy is on the air. Tonight, the Galaxy return to work after another break in the rhythm of the season. This time, the six-time champions are on the road at Western Conference rivals, the Houston Dynamo. Hello again and welcome. Joe Tutino here. Glad to have you aboard for this one. Welcome back to the MLS campaign. As the LA Galaxy begin the stretch run of the season, there are 15 games remaining in this season. LA currently sitting in 12th place in the West, 2 points below the playoff line. That's okay. However, there are a lot of teams working in that bottom half or bottom third of the playoff run in Major League Soccer, which means the Galaxy need to start banking some victories in that left column. The Galaxy had to work with a couple of new faces ready to make an impact on the club. Robert Taylor is fully integrated, and Kyogo Furuhashi has had 2 weeks to break in and to learn his new teammates, and his teammates learn him. He's in the first 11 tonight. Sergio Roberto is in the process of getting his player visa and will join the club once that takes care of, or that is taken care of, I should say. But this evening, we should see the debut of winger Irving Chucky Lozano, who's expected to get about 30 minutes of work with the Galaxy tonight. But wait, there could be more. The Galaxy roster of improvements is not done just yet. The MLS transfer window closes September 2nd. Will Kuntz and his front office staff are busy trying to add to this Galaxy team. Still to join the club from injury, though, João Klaus perhaps by the end of the month. Eric Tommy still a few weeks away. Also tonight, though, Marco Royce not able to go on this trip. He's expected to rejoin the club at home Wednesday night in the Cali Clasico. There's a lot of work ahead for this Galaxy team. Time, though, is becoming a factor, and they are unsettled roster-wise at this time. But the group assembled here today understands the task, and each one of them has the opportunity to help the club move forward. Houston sits in 4th place in the Western Conference, 32 points. First place is within their grasp with a home win against LA this evening and a couple of other results. They're in a good run of form as well, going 3-0-2 in their last 5 games. It's the Galaxy on the road at the Houston Dynamo. The countdown to first kick continues right after these words.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
Everybody's pores are going to get a workout tonight in Houston. Downtown Houston is currently hot and sunny with a temperature of 93 degrees and a heat index pushing feels-like values up to 105 degrees. Clear skies tonight, so we don't have to worry about any inclement weather slowing things down. However, Mother Nature and 105 degrees plus whatever it might be on the field is certainly going to impact this game between the Galaxy and the Houston Dynamo. Time now for the injury report. It's brought to you by Dignity Health, official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy. When you're in good health, we all win. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, of course, still not able to go. Zhao Klaus, who could be back in a couple of weeks by the end of August, is what Greg Vanny was saying this week. Eric Tommy has returned to training on the field by himself to find his fitness and will be reintegrated into the team shortly, but he's still a few weeks away from returning to the club. And as we mentioned, Marco Royce not available for the Galaxy tonight. He stayed back home and will be with the club on Wednesday, or at least is expected to be with the club on Wednesday when the Galaxy hosts the San Jose Earthquakes in the second installment of the Cali Classico in 2026. Scores around Major League Soccer. These games are in progress at the moment. Approaching halftime, Toronto leading New England by a count of 1-0. Also right in front of halftime, it's Cincinnati 1-0 over Orlando. That game in Florida. Montreal and D.C. are 0-0 at the moment north of the border. It is Charlotte 2-1 better than Columbus in the Queen City. While in the second half now, it's Red Bull leading Atlanta on the road by a count of 1-0. Coming up later on, it'll be Nashville home against Miami. Leo Messi is expected to start in that match. RSL will host Minnesota. Colorado is home against Sporting Kansas City. St. Louis is at San Jose. That is at 7:30 tonight. And San Diego will be at LAFC, also at 7:30 tonight. Tomorrow, a full slate, actually 4 games in Major League Soccer. On Sunday, it'll be New York City home to Philadelphia. Chicago will host Portland. Dallas is on the road at Austin, while Seattle will host Vancouver. This is a very big game for this LA Galaxy team here this evening, looking to get back on the front foot of their 4 games. Since returning from the break, before this last break, the Galaxy have garnered 2 points of the possible 12. They need to start to feed themselves 3 at a time, and no better place to do it than on the road at the Houston Dynamo. We'll take a short time out. Final comments are coming up next.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
One other player not with the Galaxy tonight, that's Mickey Yamane. And Mickey, a member of the 2024 MLS Cup champion Galaxy, on his way, perhaps, back to the J-League. Some paperwork is not quite done yet, but to Mickey Yamane, thank you for your service with the LA Galaxy, not only helping this club win a championship, but I think his celebration on the stage the following day will never, ever be forgotten. One other thing that could not be forgotten, perhaps tonight, is the debut of Irving Lozano for the LA Galaxy. He was the billboard for San Diego Football Club last season, or going into last season, that is, their debut season. It was all about Chucky Lozano playing for San Diego Football Club. Somewhere along the way, the fit just got unfit between he and that club. He has not played since November of last season. And now tonight could make his debut on loan with the LA Galaxy, who they have an option to buy come January. We'll see how that works out. But for him, for Chucky Lozano, for him to be able to play again, to get his career restarted again, there is motivation there. And he could help his new club in the City of Angels. The procession is underway. The Galaxy wearing their Ryzen kit, making their way onto the pitch. Houston in the all-white with the black and orange trim. It is the LA Galaxy on the road at the Houston Dynamo. The first kick is coming up next.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
It is game time. This LA Galaxy match is presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. It is great to get back into the rhythm of MLS play as the Galaxy come back to work here on August the 15th of 2026 on the road at a sold-out Shell Energy Stadium for this one. Galaxy and the Houston Dynamo, and a chance for the Galaxy to get back on the front foot. And, of course, coming into this match, the Galaxy is a bit short-handed, even though they have some new faces coming on board. A lot of the regulars, unfortunately, are back at home. Starting 11 is brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standard for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And for the LA Galaxy in goal is JT Marcinkowski. On his right side tonight will be Harbor Miller, which is probably going to be his number one position going forward for the Galaxy. The back line is filled by Maya Yoshida, the captain of this Galaxy, Jakob Glesnes, alongside him, John Nelson. On the left side, where the Galaxy is very thin tonight, is at the midfield without Marco Royce. They don't really have an attacking midfielder here tonight. Justin Hack is going to be the sixth, the holder for the Galaxy. He's going to be flanked by Lucas Sanabria and Elijah Winder. Up top, the Galaxy have Joseph Painsil on the right side, who can stretch things for LA. Robert Taylor, the veteran, not necessarily the speed burner, but maybe the cerebral play will come from him. And the striker for the Galaxy, Kyogo Furuhashi, for the LA Galaxy, making his first start for the blue, white, and gold. Jonathan Bond for the Houston Dynamo in goal, a 1.37 goals against average. He has 6 shutouts on the season. Lucas Alter as center back, with Artur the other center back, but they'll likely play 3 in the back. Lawrence Inali and Franco Negri are the right and left wing backs for this Houston Dynamo club. In midfield, it'll be Jack McGlynn. Watch out for that left foot. Hector Herrera will sit and spray the ball left and right and forward. Matus Bogusz is listed as a midfielder here for the Houston Dynamo, but we know him as a forward. Guilherme will be a striker tonight, but he'll probably be the orchestrator. Duncan McGuire, the other striker for the Houston Dynamo. They are led tonight by Ezra Hendrickson, the former Galaxy right back and assistant coach. He's an assistant coach here in Houston and is on the bench as the head coach tonight because Ben Olsen is up in the stands due to yellow card accumulation for him. Of course, Greg Vanny leading the way for this LA Galaxy side. Our contest is underway. The Galaxy defending the goal to our left and attacking from left to right. Houston on possession as it comes on back and collected this time by Guilherme. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. It'll come back here defensively. Houston slow to get things going. Negri and a foul. Our referee for tonight's game is Ricardo Fierro. His assistants are Adam Gardner and Justin Howard. Bond out the right side it'll go. Back in towards center defensively this time around. Played to the right side. Good possession here by Houston as the fans slowly make their way into this building. It is an oven in Houston, and we always know that. Every time the Galaxy go down there, you hope to play them in April or maybe October. But this time around, it's right in the thick of things. This will come back defensively. Guilherme able to play back. Collected this time by Resch, who'll play it onto the right side. The Galaxy in a good defensive posture. I expect the Galaxy to concede possession for much of this game, considering the roster and the fact of the Mother Nature situation with how hot it is for this club playing there. Obviously, Houston lives there. They train in it. They're going to be more used to this type of situation. Here's Alter, plays it on over. Negri onto the left side now. Guilherme leading the way with this club with 11 goals on the season. Good job on the part of Harbor Miller here, clearing the ball out of play over the near side touch. This will be a throw-in. Joseph Painsil now on the right side for the Galaxy. Gabriel Peck, if you missed it, he was sent to Cruzeiro in Brazil at the beginning of the transfer window and then unfortunately took a very difficult tackle, broke his leg. He'll be gone for some 18 months before he returns. We wish him the best and thank him as well for his service with the LA Galaxy. Marcinkowski. Glesnes. And back it comes to JT. Here's Justin Hack for LA. Lays this off to the right side. Lucas Sanabria. And these guys, these three are going to be compact and together. Sanabria, Winder, and Hack tonight. Plug up the middle of the park, and then we'll see how the Galaxy can break out, probably on the right side or on the wing left. Maya Yoshida. Knocks to the right side here, looking for Miller. It's broken up. Back to midfield. Sanabria there to clean it up. Back to Glesnes, and the Galaxy restart. Play stop for the moment. As our referee comes on over, take a look. Miller being checked. Took kind of an awkward hit. And the Galaxy can't lose a right back now. They're a little bit on the light side with Mauricio Cuevas moving on to Santos Laguna, and of course Mickey Yamane in the process of going back to the J-League. Sergi Roberto could play some right back for the Galaxy, but that's not exactly why the club is bringing him in. This ball will go far side for LA. Nelson. Back it goes to Yoshida. Back to John Nelson. This time into Kyogo. He plays out the left side. Here's Robert Taylor. Kyogo making the run. The ball intended for him, and it just broken up. Now Miller with the chance from about 12 yards on that left foot, and he plays it high and wide to the far post. And Joseph Painsil says, "Hey, I'm right here, right next to you." When it doesn't go in, usually a teammate will say so. And Miller did well to win that ball. He put it on his right foot, and then he chopped at it with his left and hit it poorly. And of course, Joe, sitting right there at the penalty spot, throws his arms out. Next time. 0-0 here in the early moments, inside 6 minutes of play. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I hope this Saturday finds you well. The long ball into the Galaxy defense on that right side. Bogusz running this one down. Maya Yoshida defending in the Galaxy penalty area. The cross deflected and cleared away by Miller, but not far enough. Another chance on the cross down low, and it's poked away. Houston still on possession. It'll go left side. Miller defends on the play. Guilherme. Couple of step overs, he'll knock it back. Good job by Miller staying with it, and he got himself a throw-in. Good work. I believe it's a throw-in for the Galaxy, no? No, throw-in for Houston apparently. And for Greg Vanney, not only is he going to look at his bench to see what type of players can impact his match, his game today, but also understanding that a lot of his players are going to be winded, and he's going to have to find that proper place to when he's going to be able to pull a player and insert them and make sure that player that comes on can also go the rest of the game. There was a good look there of Ben Olsen, who's sitting up in the rafters. As we look at the replay here, perhaps they're looking for a potential penalty against the Galaxy. Might have. No, that did not hit the hand. That did not hit the hand of Maya Yoshida. It's going to be a throw-in. This will come in towards center, knocked towards the Galaxy penalty area. Nice job by Glesnes to clear it out. It'll come on back to midfield. Houston on possession. Kyogo has a run-in with the defender there. In Resch, no foul, says the referee, and we continue. Alter on towards that right side. Here's McGlynn, able to play it forward. Back to Jack McGlynn, formerly of the Philadelphia Union. That's where he started out, then moved on over here to the Houston Dynamo. It's a big pickup for Houston. And McGlynn almost made the U.S. World Cup roster. He would have been a bench player, but one of the last cuts. As this ball comes centrally, Herrera able to play back defensively. This is Resch. McGlynn this time around. On to the right side. Good defensive posture by the men in purple tonight. Purple and gold are the LA Galaxy, and the Ryzen kit still available at the LA Galaxy team store, so check it out. Guilherme on the near side now for Houston. Back out it goes. Negri. Alter and Arter able to play it back to Jonathan Bond, who has yet to be tested. And for that matter, JT Marcinkowski has not been tested yet in this contest. Ball goes left side. Guilherme does well to keep it in play. Joseph Painsil back defensively to help out. Guilherme tries to cut in towards center. That's broken up. And Negri, he'll play it on back, and Houston will restart. This time around, Alter. Arter this time around has it. Alter and Arter are going to be close tonight. Good job by Maya Yoshida. Originally gets a ball on the clearance, but now the shot towards goal is blocked as the Galaxy almost hurt themselves, and Justin Hack is then dropped for a free kick LA. And the clearance by Maya Yoshida was a proper one, but it bangs off his own player and finds its way in towards the Galaxy penalty area as the ball hit the chest, I believe, That was Lucas Sanabria, and it turned into a goal-scoring opportunity for the Houston Dynamo. Good job by John Nelson stepping in front, and then also Jakob Glesnes with the clearance. Approaching 10 minutes in a 0-0 contest here. Galaxy have had the one chance on the shot by Harbor Miller that sailed high and wide towards the far side. A couple of half chances here for Houston, like the one just moments ago. Here's Justin Hack. Ahead it goes to Sanabria. On the right side to Miller. Back out it goes. One more time. Here's Hack again. The Galaxy will rebuild. Yoshida. Winder. Hack. Elijah doesn't come across as the most comfortable on that left side of the midfield trio for the Galaxy, but he's going to give it a go here tonight. And I think that has to do with more of his athleticism to get some speed on that side of the pitch for Greg Vanney. Glesnes. Here's Yoshida. Robert Taylor cuts on in. He'll turn towards the left side. He's got John Nelson at the touchline. He'll turn it on back. So this is what we're seeing from Robert Taylor in the early moments. Yeah, he's the Galaxy left winger, but he's notching in to really be that player they're going to play through in the offense on that side. They're going to try to spring Joe and overlap Harbor Miller on the right side when that opportunity shows up, but not right now. Here's Winder able to play this one forward. That's broken up. Cleared back the other way. Quickly on the counterattack. Here comes Houston. Guilherme can't find it. It's out of play. Throw in for the LA Galaxy here. Hey, if you're looking for an unforgettable way to bring your friends and family to a game, well, group tickets are the perfect way to celebrate birthdays, company outings, school events, schools back in, and much more. Enjoy special discounted pricing, seat blocks, and exclusive group experiences. Lock in your group outing today. Visit lagalaxy.com/tickets. 0-0 here, approaching 12 minutes. Justin Hack, Lucas Sanabria. On to the right side of the goal. Harbor Miller is there for LA. Joseph Painsil makes the run into the corner. Back out to Sanabria. Centrally, Hack tries to find Kyogo. Back out. Winder to the left side this time around. Nelson. Elijah Winder. So that middle three is kind of flat for the Galaxy, if you can picture that. Glesnes tried to spray this left side a little short, but the Galaxy will get on possession. A lot of work here for Nelson tonight on that left wing if Robert Taylor is going to notch in. Glesnes to the right. Here's Joseph Painsil. Watched by Guilherme. Hack has it now for LA. Winder. And among those three for the Galaxy, they're going to have to move that ball quickly in order to create an advantage. This ball will come out of play over the near side touch. This will be a throw-in for LA. Well, Ezra Hendrickson won't be running the show. It's Juan Guerra for Houston, even though our lineup sheet says it's Ezra, but it's okay. Sanabria. This is Robert Taylor this time around. He'll play to the right side. Joseph brings it down well. Painsil, three defenders around him, plays it in. Miller trying to notch it back towards the spot. That's broken up, kept alive by Sanabria for the moment. Harbor tries to get in as well. Cleared away. Good work by Justin Hack. Gets it back for the Galaxy. Plays this one forward to Taylor into Sanabria as it touches off of him. This will be cleared away for the moment by Houston, but the Galaxy have it again. Sanabria. Right side it comes to Joseph Painsil. Joe has Lucas if he wants him. He also can make a run to the byline. Decides to play it out instead. Justin Hack. Now Painsil at the near side touch. This will come on in. Harbor Miller keeps this alive. Can't find the second opportunity. Now it comes into Robert Taylor. He can't get the shot away. Kyogo does. And it's deflected on its way to Jonathan Bond, who picks up. The former Galaxy netminder will roll it out the right side. And here comes Houston back into midfield. Approaching 15 minutes of play. Still 0-0. I'm a bit surprised that the Galaxy now have taken over possession here, and they need to be careful because as the minutes move on and this weather stays the same, it's not going to get much better tonight. Houston might be able to punish the Galaxy if they get exposed in the back. They better need to be careful there. Alter back to his goalkeeper, Bond. He'll play it forward. This will be easy for LA as this finds its way towards the far touchline. Bogu's trying to run it down. In fact, that was Herrera, the veteran, putting in some work there. It'll be a throw-in for the Galaxy. Second stint with the Houston Dynamo for Hector Herrera. Throw in LA deep in their own defense here on the far side. Hack showing for this ball. It'll be lobbed ahead, flicked on right into Kyogo. Back to Nelson. It'll come on loose. Side of the Galaxy penalty area, cleared away and out for a throw in Houston Dynamo. I had a talk earlier this week with Robert Taylor. He'll show up in a not too distant show of LA Galaxy Spotlight that you can watch on Fox 11 Plus. Talked to him about playing in the heat. Of course, he came into this league in Miami, then played in Austin before joining the Galaxy. Tonight has to be somewhat of a homecoming for him, weather-wise, although nobody's ever used to it when they come in as a visiting player. Foul here and a free kick coming up. Guilherme called for the foul. Here's Justin Hack. Winder. Taylor. Glesnes. Jakob once again. This time he'll play long to the right side, trying to find Joseph Painsil. Good ball. Painsil brings it down well. Side of the Galaxy penalty area. Plays it back on in. Miller trying to work his way towards the goal. Keeps it alive for a moment, and then it finds its way out of play. This will be a goal kick. Hey, don't miss out on club updates and exclusive ticket offers sent straight to your phone. Join the Galaxy's new text notification program by texting Galaxy to 81257. That's Galaxy to 81257. Galaxy's back at home on Wednesday night. The the San Jose Earthquakes are in town. And they were one team at one point. San Jose and Houston before the Earthquakes moved on to Houston and then regained membership in the league. This could be a penalty in the box against the Galaxy, and it is on John Nelson. Marcinkowski quickly comes over to our referee and says, no, I don't think so. And it's going to be looked at. Ricardo Fierro. I think John and I think Maya Yoshida are arguing that they didn't touch him. Look at it again on the replay we have here on the cutback. One more time. I'm not sure if John got him or not. It's hard to see. It looks like maybe both knees did touch. And they'll continue to take a look at it. Our VAR is Jose Carlos Rivero and Claudio Badea. Robert Taylor now is talking to our referee, Ricardo Fierro. And they're making their case, and we'll see what happens here. It's really up to the VAR because our referee has pointed to the spot. Mr. Fierro saying, okay, I'll get your argument, but we're still having a penalty here. Look at it again on the replay, on the cutback. And unfortunately, on the camera, it got also juked out of the play. But we'll see again one more time. There's got to be perhaps a behind-the-goal view of that for our VAR to take a look at it. John Nelson a bit incensed at the call. But at the very least, it was sold by the offensive player. And Maya Yoshida is a bit surprised that that's been confirmed. And Guilherme will have an opportunity to give Houston a 1-0 lead here in the 20th minute. Marcinkowski told to go to his goal line. And they're making as much of a case for themselves as possible, but this is the situation now. The penalty has been confirmed. And no history for Guilherme. He'll line this up with his right foot. JT Marcinkowski made a huge save in San Jose, preserving the point away against Timo Werner. Now he's going straight back. We'll see if he lines it up with his right or not. I believe it's going to be the case. The referee gives the go-ahead. Here's Guilherme on his right foot, stepping into this one, fires away, scores! And Houston takes the 1-0 lead. Guilherme, his 12th goal on the season from the penalty spot. It's unfortunate for the LA Galaxy, and maybe they'll feel hard done by it. But once the referee made the call and pointed to the spot, I don't think there was anything on the replays that said overturn it. And because of that, it seemed like the knees did touch, and if that's the case, the player sold it to the referee, and there's not much else you can do there. Look at it again on the replay, on the cutback. Unfortunately, in our monitor here, the camera gets juked by the cutback as well, so we don't see exactly what happened there. Maybe the behind the goal camera would have shown us something, but we haven't had the benefit of that replay. But Guilherme gets the goal. He tops that ball just underneath the right hand of JT Marcinkowski. And it is 1-0 Houston here. Play continues. And the Galaxy need to find their way out of this hole at the moment. Plenty of time in this match to do so. Maya Yoshida lofts this to the near side. Joseph Painsil knocks it down, but it'll be Houston on possession. Herrera plays it forward. Collected this time by Guilherme. It'll be broken up by Lucas Sanabria, who has it again now. Here's Lucas trying to march towards goal, and Artur dispossesses him. And it'll go out the right side. Played onto the wing. And all the way back defensively, Resch to his goalkeeper, Bod outside the area, closed by Kyogo. Artur once again. I like the energy from Kyogo. The problem for the Galaxy, though, is they don't have the energy underneath him to support him. So when he presses on the keeper or whomever has the ball defensively for Houston, the supporting cast needs to do that same press in order to force the mistake or ball out of play or whatever it might be, the turnover for the Galaxy. Houston's able to break this pressure now. They'll go right side. Bogusz pushing. Good job by Maya Yoshida. Wins it back. And then he's brought down from behind. Maya puts on the brakes to earn that foul. And, of course, Bogusz doesn't accept it. Here's Justin Hack now for the Galaxy. Not a good pass by Justin. Houston will have it once again. Over towards the near side. This will be a foul against LA. As the Dynamo got away with one there, picking up a foul in their favor. And they know it too as they look shyly into their own bench. Look at it one more time here. Harbor Miller gets called for the foul there, and he can't believe it. Herrera with the restart for Houston. He's going to knock this one back. Artur squares centrally. McGlynn to the right side. It'll be switched on to the left. Intended for Guilherme. Knocked away by Miller. Joseph Painsil's pushed to the ground by Negri. And a free kick for LA. Glesnes. Elijah Winder. Good ball ahead this time around. Good run by Taylor now towards the penalty area. Lays it off on the left. Nelson with a one-time cross into the box. Knocked away. Kept alive for the moment. Back into the area as Hack tries to get on the end of the second ball. But it'll be Houston defensively on the right side. Hack kept the play alive for the Galaxy, then made the ensuing run into the box. It bounced away, though, and now out of play for a throw-in. Throw-in Houston Dynamo as we approach the 26th minute. Dave, Dan, and Esperanza, thanks for being part of the broadcast here tonight. We know sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to tying things up with the YouTube channel on the Apple television. Those of you who are able to do it, thank you for the effort and being part of the Galaxy call. Negri with this throw-in for Houston, leading 1-0 over the Galaxy. Here's the throw into the middle of the park. It'll come on back to Herrera. He'll knock it towards the right side, and Houston will build up. And Ali in the midfield. Here's McGlynn making the run. Taylor needs to get back defensively to help out, and does. And Ali makes the overlapping run on the right side, but the pass comes back out to Bogusz, and they'll restart. That helps the Galaxy. I imagine, which is somewhat surprising, that we haven't had a hydration break. It's 105 degrees with the heat index. I guess it's not the World Cup. Here's Anali on the right side. Bogusz once again. Anali continues his run along the end line. The cross into the area, knocked away by Miller. Comes to the top of the box. Guilherme now. Painsil helping out defensively. The cross into the area, cleared out. Shot from distance, blocked by Maya Yoshida, and cleared out over the far side touch. This will be a throw-in for Houston. Galaxy under some pressure right now. And Maya Yoshida points to the referee and says, where's the hydration break? It should have come around the 22-minute mark. Ball comes central now. Houston on possession. Negri back to the goalkeeper, Bond. Mr. Fierro is our referee. Galaxy conceding possession here right now, which is okay. Another ball on the right side. Houston will continue in possession. It'll come on back to Jonathan Bond. A couple of moments where the Galaxy tested his 18-yard box, but nothing serious yet. Outside of the Harvard Miller chance, that was serious. Unfortunately, that sailed wide. Here's Bogusz now for Houston. Into the right channel he goes. He's got Anali on a right. Watched there by John Nelson. Back out to Bogusz. McGlynn this time around. He can take a shot from there. Able to play at top of the box. Back out it goes. Artur. Negri to the left. Guilherme. 29 minutes played. 1-0 Houston. Herrera lets it go. Anali back out. McGlynn is shot. The inside-out shot with that left foot just goes wide of the far post from our view. And a goal kick for the LA Galaxy. And here comes the hydration break after all, after 30 minutes of play. Galaxy fortunate off that shot from Jack McGlynn. As he'll walk on over to the near side touch. Marcinkowski talking things over with John Nelson as they walk on over to the Galaxy bench. They're going to have to forget about that at the moment and move forward and try to find their equalizing goal to get them to a potential opportunity for a game winner here. I think the Galaxy, when they're conceding possession, will do better in this game than trying to hold possession. In fact, the goal came on a counterattack on the long ball that came into the penalty area. John Nelson getting back. And the offensive player, understanding that the defender is chasing him, he cut right back into his stride and got the penalty call. VAR didn't have enough evidence to overturn it. And for the Galaxy, the best thing to do is keep the ball in front of them and then play out to the right side for the speed of Joseph Painsil, potentially taking advantage of the speed of Kyogo down the middle. If the Galaxy can get Houston to expose themselves in the back. That's not a team that likes to do that offensively. As we look at a couple of replays coming our way, Marcinkowski hasn't been forced into a save as of yet, but he's been busy. As we take a look at Maya Yoshida with the cooling pack around his neck. Some of the other scores around Major League Soccer, we'll get to those here to get you up to date on what's going on with the games that are in progress as well. Toronto's up 2-0 on New England. Orlando and Cincinnati are tied at 1. So are Montreal and DC. Charlotte leads 2-1 over Columbus, while Atlanta and the Red Bulls are tied 1-1. Nashville 1, Miami 0. Those are the other games in progress at the moment. Harbor Miller's been on the wrong side of decisions so far in this match. And he's going to be picked on for a little bit as he's the newcomer on the right back situation for the Galaxy. That's where the opposing teams are going to try to expose the Galaxy. So it's up to him to stand tall and earn his respect. And his opportunities are coming. 1-0 in favor of Houston here. 32 minutes have been played. Maya Yoshida with the restart. Marcinkowski. Justin Hack. And the Galaxy will push into midfield. Kyogo. It'll come on back to Winder. On the left side it goes to Robert Taylor, who has to wait on the ball. Ball's being played right to the feet. That needs to be played a couple of yards ahead so he can run onto it and get some steam on it. Here's Kyogo with the turnaround shot, and the first corner of the opportunity for the Galaxy is coming now. And that little sequence we saw there from Kyogo is what he is. He's get the ball into him. He'll turn and get the ball on net quickly. You can slip him through, but if the Galaxy are playing in a slow, possessive attack, that opportunity is not going to be there. Taylor will have the corner kick for the Galaxy. Here's the cross into the area. Yoshida tries to get on the end of it. It's played back across. Winder to keep it alive, and then it's cleared away. Miller to the near side for Painsil. Not a good pass, but Joe will save it. Harbor Miller once again plays this one into the box. Out comes Jonathan Bond and pulls it down. Harbor Miller is a traditional right back, and we've seen him in every position for the Galaxy, but his right back position on a consistent basis. He's done very well as a left winger for the Galaxy just because of his energy and his willingness, his confidence to get forward. On the right back situation, if you remember, you go back to the CONCACAF Champions Cup in 2025, Harbor Miller started at right back for the Galaxy early in that campaign and did rather well. But unfortunately, out of the need for LA and an opportunity to play, Miller's been playing up until recently as a left winger for the Galaxy. Now he'll be most likely the right back of the future for LA. Here's an ollie. Over to Bogusz, back to Anali as we continue. Houston on possession, leading 1-0 over the Galaxy. Guilherme goes to the right side now. We'll see what that looks like for Houston as the game progresses. They'll play it back to Resch and restart. Negri will knock it back to Jonathan Bond. And you hear the voice of Greg Vanney all the way up in the rafters. Houston again on possession. Pushing forward on that left side. Played centrally to Guilherme one more time. He squares it over to the right side. Anali, right corner of the area. Here's McLean on his right foot, and it's batted over the bar by Marcinkowski. He will be credited with the save here as that ball was floating towards his goal. Corner kick, Houston Dynamo. Just a chip shot that could have bent its way into the goal, and Marcinkowski just taps it over the bar. Guilherme with the corner. I know since the pandemic, the ball kids on the sidelines have kind of disappeared due to, at that time, out of an abundance of caution. But you do like to see the integration once again of the kids on the sidelines and actually participating and doing their job of getting the ball back in play sooner than we're doing today, as the ball is put on a pedestal somewhere and the player slowly walks on over. Here's Guilherme on the right side now. Watched by Taylor along the end line, tries to play it forward and back towards the top of the 6 for Halter. That'll be cleared by Taylor. No foul, though, as he goes to ground. Here's the cross now into the Galaxy penalty area, knocked away by Maya Yoshida. Joseph Painsil will run this one down. This one into center. Sanabria's got some time and room. He lets it go to Winder instead. Elijah to the right side, back to Joe. Good pass this time around. Painsil running to his defender, and it's broken up. Again, the Galaxy on possession, though. Justin Hack quickly ahead. Kyogo one-on-one with Halter. On his right foot, fires to goal, and that was deflected, I believe, for a corner kick, LA Galaxy. He had a good look there from 22 yards. Kyogo did. Shifty player. A confident player, and I think the Galaxy need that at the forward position. They had that also in João Klaus, but unfortunately the injury has sidelined Klaus for 6 months. Injury and surgery and the recovery and all the other stuff that goes along with it. Painsil lifts this one into the box, knocked away. Second ball is kept alive by the Galaxy. Robert Taylor. Taylor is thinking about the cross, now holds for a bit. He'll keep possession. They'll restart with John Nelson. Harbor Miller on the right side of the circle. Plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper, JT Marcinkowski. One save for the night right now for Marcinkowski. It happened moments ago. Justin Hack. Miller. Glesnes. This time Winder. Glesnes will go right side, tries to find Joseph Painsil. Good work defensively there by Houston, able to get this one back. It'll come on back towards midfield. Herrera kept it alive, played on in for Duncan McGuire. Heavy touch on his part. The Galaxy get it back. Hack. Sanabria. Late on that pass for Robert Taylor. Squares it over to Winder instead. Elijah squares it back towards the right side. Miller this time around. Ahead it goes to Joseph Painsil. Joe, unfortunately, is getting stuck on the touchline. He'll cut back in towards center. Painsil still on possession. He lost a shoe. And a foul and a free kick for the LA Galaxy here. Take a look at it one more time. Just got stepped on. Unfortunately for Joe, he just only lost the boot. He didn't get the full spikes into his boot. Guilherme apologizes. Those two have had a conversation throughout the night. More respectful type of thing throughout the evening. between Painsil and Guillerme. Approaching 40 minutes of play with the Galaxy trailing 1-0 here. We'll have stoppage time for the penalty call plus the hydration break. Here's Painsil, plays it in towards the backside, and Jonathan Bond mistimed that ball. And the Galaxy, unfortunate that they couldn't redirect towards goal. Corner kick, LA. Look at it again here. Painsil plays that one in, and Jonathan Bond decides to come out and says, well, wait a minute. Very lucky. Taylor with this corner here as the Galaxy look for the equalizer. Here's the cross into the area. Bond off his line, bats it away, and again he was caught between two minds. And the Galaxy need to be a little more aggressive around that keeper. Here's Kyogo, plays it back through. This will be out of play. Should be a corner kick. No, not a corner kick according to the referee. Getting back to that, the last two crosses, Jonathan Bond has not been comfortable. And the Galaxy need to be aware of that and make sure they challenge the goalkeeper. Elevate your match day with a luxury suite. Reserve your suite today by visiting lagalaxy.com/suites. Ball on the near side now for Houston as they work it back in towards midfield. McGuire will lose possession. Here's Winder now for the Galaxy. Robert Taylor switching on to the right into the area. Sanabria tries to knock it down. He got a piece of it and then cleared away. Herrera for Houston. Good job by Winder. That'll be a foul against the Galaxy, and I'm not so sure about that one. Looked like Winder got a good defensive play in, but unfortunately not the way our referee saw it. And we continue. Here's McGlynn. Will knock it on back. Resch for Houston. Not a lot of positive touches on the part of Herrera so far, but they haven't had to use him yet. But the question is, how long is he going to be able to go? Good job on the part of Justin Hack. Almost got this one back for the Galaxy. Second opportunity. It'll trickle back to the goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond, and he'll pick up. And unfortunately, Kyogo could not make a play on that ball because he was in an offside position. Irving Lozano off the bench for the Galaxy alongside his teammates, getting ready to come on, going through their paces. And Greg Vanny thought, after talking to the media, some 30 minutes for him in his debut for the Galaxy in this match. We'll see how that goes. Lozano spoke to the media earlier this week. I believe that was Tuesday. He said he was ready to go, but it was up to the manager. And then Greg spoke to the media later on in the week and confirmed the fact that he felt he was ready to help the club out. Here's Glesnes. Ahead it comes the Painsil. Joe will take it into the right channel. He's got Miller on the right side. Painsil plays it in for Miller. And unfortunately on the wrong side of him, and it's about to go out of play. He saves the goal kick. And Houston will move into midfield. Guillerme gets away from Sanabria. Lucas needs to get back to help out as Harbor Miller struggles to get back into position after making the run all the way downfield. McGlynn this time for Houston. Left side it goes, Guillerme. Sanabria is there to help. Here's Halter. Resch one more time. All the way back to Jonathan Bond. This will come on forward again. Halter, who has it now from Artur. And this time Resch. So the Galaxy giving ground all the way to midfield, and that's okay. But once it gets here, where it is in the middle third, here's where the Galaxy need to start closing things down, because they're not going to be able to spring Kyogo in on goal when a ball comes out 30 yards away from their own goal. They need to win it in the middle third in order for that counterattack to really be dangerous for LA. Because even on the right side, Joseph Payne still starting from deep. Robert Taylor, although has given you a lot of work out there, he doesn't have that blistering speed any longer. Houston on possession defensively. McGlynn, and this is okay for the Galaxy. Let Houston have possession here as we're approaching halftime. The most important thing for LA, yeah, you want the equalizer, but don't give up the second before you go into the locker room. Here's Artur. Plays it back to McGlynn. On to Resch now for Houston. Should have about 4 minutes of stoppage time, if not more. They'll play it on forward, trying to find Herrera. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Well, we're going to be here for a while. And this will be a yellow card to Houston. I think it's Herrera who picks up the yellow. As Justin Hack was brought down. Hey, download the LA Galaxy app today, your one-stop shop for everything Galaxy. Easy ticket management, exclusive content, the latest Galaxy news and scores. Visit lagalaxy.com/app for more information. Possession right now is rather even between these two clubs, and that's okay. That's fine. Houston 57% according to the stat sheet. That's fine for the Galaxy. Leave it that way. McGlynn now for Houston will knock it back defensively. Resch one more time. Jonathan Bond shaky on the crosses, so the Galaxy coaching staff should be aware of that. Not only should they be aware of that tonight, but also in the history when he played for the Galaxy. Not a goalkeeper that likes to come off his line to win a ball in the air. And we've seen that on successive crosses here tonight. Something the Galaxy should look at when they go into second half play. Artur with the restart, who has it back. Resch defensively. Here's Anali. Again, Resch. Kyogo to close him down, keeps him on the right side. Ball will come on forward. This comes on loose. Kyogo almost able to get on the end of it. And Anali does well defensively for Houston. Then takes it right down the middle of the park, and he'll spring Houston into the attack. Yermi on the left side. And Anali continues his run, but Harbor Miller is there for LA. Justin Hack. There's Winder, able to play to the left side. Taylor from Nelson now as they'll work it up that left side. Robert Taylor up the left side to John Nelson. Nelson trying to turn the corner to get the cross away, and does. The supporting cast does not show up in the box. And it'll be cleared here now by the Houston Dynamo. 4 minutes before the break. Played on the right side. Here's Bogusz. Plays it in. Nice job by Miller. Able to clear it away with some help back into midfield now. Houston again on possession and all the way back to Jonathan Bond. It'd be nice to get the equalizer before the break, but more importantly for the Galaxy, do not concede a second going into the locker room. Right now you're managing the game properly. You're on the road. You usually want to, you say to the locker room, you play to 0, play to 1 in the first half. They took 1 due to a penalty. Nothing in the run of play to this point. So keep that as a confidence booster to give yourself an opportunity in the second half of this contest. Right now it's Houston on possession defensively, and that's just fine. Herrera centrally around, who's on a yellow card already. Here's Guilherme. Halter. come on into center. They'll work the right side now. Archer. Again, the Galaxy in a good defensive posture in a moment. Guilherme tries to play into the area. Mark Sinkowski does well, coming off his line to smother it just beyond the penalty spot. Nelson. Winder. He can take up all this space, Elijah. Instead, he puts on the brakes and squares it over to Hack. Miller. And it becomes difficult again. Now it comes back onto the center back and then back out to Winder. If you take up that space and you force the defenders to come your way, you're able to play it beyond to maybe Robert Taylor on that left side instead. And it's just double the amount of work to get to where you want to go. Glesnes. He'll take the shot from distance. Why not? It goes wide of the far post and out of play. Goal kick. About 2.5 to go before the break. And that's the type of confidence from Glesnes that you want to see in their two eights, the Galaxy's eights. Be willing to go forward and force the defenders to come at you. Have the courage to do that. Because if you do that, then that opens up the lanes forward for the guys to make the runs, like a Robert Taylor. And it gives Joseph Painsil an extra lane if Sanabria makes that run on the right side. And that hasn't happened yet. They flatten out the middle players for the Galaxy, and that makes it easy to defend against LA. Jonathan Bond. Take the restart here. Huge fan favorite was Jonathan Bond with the Galaxy. Just became a numbers game going into the 2024 season. And John McCarthy became the championship goalkeeper for LA in 2024. Here's Bond. Does well to get away from Kyogo, but some shaky play there. It goes out the right side. Resch once again. Bond. McGlynn will knock it on back. Again, Resch lifting this long into the Galaxy defense. Maya Yoshida chests it down. Nelson back to the Galaxy captain. And ahead it goes to Justin Hack. Again, no Marco Royce tonight. Not able to go in this match. Not able to make the trip. But is expected to be with the club on Wednesday when they return home to take on San Jose. Tickets are available at LAGalaxy.com for the Cali Classico. We hope to see you at Dignity Health Sports Park. Ball on the right side. Here comes Harper Miller. And a throw in for LA. As this ball is cleared out of play by Negri. Everybody dripping, even if you're not running. At Shell Energy Stadium right now. It's so hot and humid. Final moments of the first half here. Comes into Kyogo. It'll come on loose side of the 6th. Sanabria can't get in front of the clearance. Glesnes might keep it alive for the Galaxy. One more chance here before the break. Nelson on the left side needs to play this one into the box. Our referee's looking at his watch. Last chance here for LA? No, because the ball goes lateral and not towards goal. Our referee, Mr. Fierro, points to midfield, and that is the end of officially 45 minutes at Shell Energy Stadium. Guilherme the goal from the spot, and the Houston Dynamo lead the LA Galaxy 1-0 as the clubs go to the locker room. Halftime is coming up next. Stay with us.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
The goal came in the 20th minute for the Houston Dynamo from the spot. Guilherme beating the goalkeeper, J.T. Marcinkowski, to the keeper's right side, just underneath his right arm. And that's where it stands right now, as we're at halftime with Houston on top 1-0. I think if you're a Galaxy fan, yes, you'd like to see this game even or perhaps the Galaxy in the lead, but I think the score, considering a penalty was called in this game, is just at the moment. Otherwise, a 0-0 score would have been just fine in this first 45 minutes because both clubs are trying to get through right now against this very difficult weather situation in terms of the heat in Houston. It's a sold-out crowd for Shell Energy Stadium, but unfortunately, a lot of people have stayed away to stay in the air conditioning or maybe in the cooler parts of the stadium. As we take a look at some of the highlights here, Houston had some chances early on in and around the Galaxy penalty area, but the Galaxy defensively did well there. But as the Galaxy moved forward in the 15th minute and tried to get things going, they kind of got exposed a bit. As we take a look at the replay and the penalty call against John Nelson, and Nelson can't believe it. As we look at it one more time, the replay here, and maybe it's the hand to the face because I'm looking at the legs, and perhaps the outstretched hand is where the call comes against John Nelson. And if so, Guilherme takes care of business. He finds the back of the net. Houston takes the 1-0 lead. Galaxy had one really good chance off the work from Harbor Miller, getting the ball back for the Galaxy in the penalty area. Hindsight being 20/20, maybe he lays that ball off to Joseph Painsil, who's to his left. Harbor instead takes the shot with his left from about 12, 13 yards out. It sails high and wide. And that was really the best goal-scoring opportunity of the first half for the Galaxy. Jonathan Bond, the goalkeeper for the Houston Dynamo, has made a few crosses very interesting, and I think that's something that should be made of note by the Galaxy coaching staff in the locker room, because those opportunities are going to come in the second half, and if Bond is unsure of himself or if he's caught between two minds, it's important to have a body there. Not fouling the goalkeeper, but a body there, because that's where mistakes happen when players are indecisive with the opportunity. Right now it's Houston 1 and the LA Galaxy 0. More of halftime coming up right after these words.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Halftime continues here. Shell Energy Stadium is the site of this one. 57.1% possession going to Houston's way to 42.9 for the Galaxy. That is fine. This is not a situation where the Galaxy needs to be in possession to a point where they expose themselves by getting too many players forward and conceding another goal. This is a difficult situation tonight at a very warm facility. And the Galaxy need to pay attention to that situation right now. And they got through 45 minutes playing zero, play to 0, play to 1. Unfortunately, they got the penalty kick called against them, and that's where it is at the moment. Galaxy lead in shots with 6-4 to Houston. Meanwhile, shots on target. Houston has the one shot on target because it came from the spot. 0 shots on target for the Galaxy. 302 total passes for the home team. 225 for the Galaxy. 92% passing accuracy for the Galaxy. It's a good number. Houston 90.7, which is a real good number for them. 3 corners for LA. 1 for Houston. Corner kicks for the Galaxy are going to be very important for this Galaxy team in the second half. Why? Because Jonathan Bond is not comfortable with corners coming into his 6. 3 total crosses for each side. No offside in this match by either club. I don't expect to see many in the second half either. Clearances 3-2 in favor of the Galaxy. Fouls are 6-6. 1 yellow card to Hector Herrera so far in this match against the Houston Dynamo. Scores around Major League Soccer, other games that are in progress at the moment. Nashville and Miami now tied at 1. RSL and Minnesota just underway. So are Colorado and Sporting Kansas City. The finals, Toronto 2-1 over New England. Orlando and Cincinnati played to a 1-1 draw. So did Montreal and DC United. It was Charlotte 3, Columbus 1. Atlanta beat Red Bull by a score of 2-1. Coming up later on, San Jose is home to St. Louis. You'll see the San Jose Earthquakes come to town on Wednesday night when the Galaxy play the home leg of the Cali Classico. Tickets are available at LAGalaxy.com. Galaxy trailing the Houston Dynamo right now by a count of 1-0. The second half is coming up next. Stay with us.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. This LA Galaxy match is presented by Modelo, made for those with a fighting spirit.
Taking a look at the Galaxy bench here before the second half gets underway. Obviously, Irving Lozano will see him in the second half. Whether that happens earlier or later, that remains to be seen. But we expect to see about 30-35 minutes from him tonight. But for the Galaxy, from a strategy standpoint, right, Robert Taylor has been really the catalyst offensively. The Galaxy are playing through him on the left side. But that's something I think Houston wants, because while he is protective of the ball, the Galaxy are less dangerous on that side because they have a traditional left back in John Nelson, and they're asking him to bomb up the left side and create. John's going to get you that cross. He might make a through run for another cross, but he's not necessarily going to be a guy who's going to burn you in on goal and create that goal. He is going to be a complementary player. The Galaxy need to get onto that right side and find Joseph Painsil, but Joe's playing through a brick wall of three guys in front of him. And so that's something the Galaxy need to find a way to move the ball more quickly in order to get Joe on the ball more often And Kyogo needs many more touches than he has right now. This is not enough in terms of touches for Kyogo on the ball for the LA Galaxy. And so that's something the Galaxy will need to work on here in the second half. With Lozano coming on, when he does come on, that'll give the Galaxy somebody really dangerous on that left side. Also back from his U.S. national team or youth national team duties, Ruben Ramos Jr., who was second on the scorers table at the CONCACAF tournament with 4 goals. He's going to probably give you an opportunity as well coming on, in this particular case, if he does, as a second forward. Emiro Garces coming on now for the Galaxy, and we'll see how that looks for LA. Will they go 3 in the back, or is that just a change among center backs here for LA? And it looks like Garces is in for Maya Yoshida, as Glesnes now wears the captain's armband. Now you saw Maya wearing that collar in the hydration break, so maybe that has something to do with that particular substitution. And Maya also made clear to our referee to get to the hydration break, and he did eventually. Second half is underway. The Galaxy with the ball off the kickoff. Emiro Garces returns to the Galaxy field of play, replacing Maya Yoshida in the substitution at halftime. This will come on back now to the goalkeeper, JT Marcinkowski. Able to play ahead to Justin Hack. Back to Garces once again. Not necessarily the substitution I think Greg Vandy wanted to make, but this is the one they had to make. And so we'll see how this goes going forward. Trailing 1-0 to start the second half is the LA Galaxy. The ball's moved to the left. John Nelson. Back it comes to Robert Taylor. Taylor held up. That's a foul and a free kick for the LA Galaxy. And Robert's done fine for LA. The problem is he is stuck in that flat on the left side, and he's not able to find Kyogo. He's not able to link up with Joseph Painsil. And so the players that are here with him are not willing to make those runs forward. They're hesitant in order to do that, playing more defensive, and that really takes the options away from the Galaxy. This will come on back to Jonathan Bond. Lifts into midfield. Garces ahead it goes to Sanabria. Can't find it that time around. This time Winder's playing on the right side in the 8 position for the Galaxy, at least to start this second half. A position that I think he's more comfortable in, going on that right. Sometimes it's just the way it is. It happens with center backs also. Sometimes they're more comfortable left or right in where they play, even though they're one of the 2 center backs. Houston on possession here. Bogusz. Back to the right side. McGlynn. First 10 minutes will be key here in the second half. Resch. Artur. This comes ahead this time around. Herrera will push forward. Good job by Winder and Painsil, and too good of a job. It's a foul call against the Galaxy and a free kick for the Houston Dynamo. Look at it again on the replay here. Herrera trying to get forward, and here's the problem on that particular play. Both players had their arms on his shoulders. And again, when you outstretch your arm and the referee sees it, it's an easy foul to call. Your opponent's going to go to ground, or he's going to pull up like Robert Taylor did moments ago. And the referee's going to call it more often than not. Good free kick here for Houston. Close to 40 yards from goal. McGlynn towards the near side. Garces able to knock it out, but not far enough. Bogusz on possession for the Houston Dynamo towards the near side. Good job by Sanabria that time, who steps on in, and it'll be a throw-in for the Galaxy. And for Lucas, he normally plays as the 8 on the left side for the Galaxy, so we're seeing him see things in his normal vision. Nelson. He'll take this throw-in. Kyogo. turns and powers through his penalty area onto the right side. Harper Miller is there, able to push this ahead to Joseph Painsill. Joe forced back into his own defense, and he'll restart from there. Glesnes. Here's Justin Hack. Kyogo gets a piece of that ball. Out the near side it goes. It'll be a throw-in for Houston. Greg Vandy not happy with that call. Possession Houston here. And Ollie to take the throw. Again, an Ollie. Nice job by Nelson this time around. Finds Kyogo, lets the goal go beyond him. Now plays on the left side, looking for Robert Taylor. Taylor notches it across. Open opportunity for Winder. His shot is blocked. Good defensive play that time by the Dynamo on the emergency defending side of things with the slide tackle out in front. Elijah Winder had a clean look from about 17 yards. Herrera with the slide tackle in front. Got in front of the shot. Winder still down. Trying to manage the pain from that collision. Look at the replay once again. Taylor just could not find the handle, but then just played it back out. Then Winder had the good look. And look at the replay once again, and that's it. That the momentum from Herrera may have turned the inside of the ankle of Elijah Winder. And that was on the follow through there. I think it was a clean play. And Winder being looked at, still in tremendous pain. Caesar rolled on the Galaxy trainer out to take a look. That last glance there just putting some pressure on the inside of that ankle to see what's going on. I'm sure Elijah Winder's not too pleased with that. And I think Herrera's trying to explain that as he slid on through, Winder got stuck underneath him. At least that's what it looked to me on the replay. And then he went over the top. For the Galaxy, if Winder can't go any longer, it'll be Isaiah Parenti likely that'll come on in his place. It could be Troy Elgersma, who has gotten some work here. He's got some minutes in of late. So perhaps they'll give him an opportunity. Has a little more speed, a little more range to his game. And looks like 2 thumbs up given though by Caesar Roldan, and Winder's going to try to walk. It'll be Parenti. So they're going to make the substitution here. So now the Galaxy make a second substitution due to what looks to be an injury or a health concern. And Jonathan Bond walking over to former teammates and staff and saying hello. And Winder is going to be helped off the field here. And that type of injury looks to be not short term. Can't really put anything on it. And he's trying to explain what happened, and it looked like he rolled it as he got stuck underneath Hector Herrera. So here comes Isaiah Parenti. So we'll go a little more experience here. And for Isaiah, a chance to help his club. So Parenti will go on to the right side. Like for like there in the Winder exchange. And the Houston team doctor comes over to take a look also. at this stadium, Shell Energy Stadium, just beyond the tunnel, the locker rooms right to the right side. It's not a long walk in this particular case. Foul against the Galaxy. Free kick for Houston as Herrera goes down. Now Herrera's on a yellow card, and again on that particular play it was a good defensive play on his part. He didn't do anything wrong, it just turned out to be the way the play ended. And he was on the ground and Winder was trying to get over the top of him and got stuck. And we continue now. So come back to Jonathan Bond. I think we're probably about 5 minutes away from Lozano seeing some action here for the Galaxy. Here's McGlynn. Houston up 1-0 over LA at the moment. It'll come on back to Jonathan Bond. This back in the midfield, knocked back to Artur, who settles. Herrera is going deeper and deeper. He'll cue the ball forward. Here comes Bogusz, plays it through Anali with a chance on goal. Garces might be called outside the area. The shot to goal saved by Marcinkowski. And he'll pick up the rebound. And the Galaxy is fortunate the referee gave advantage on the play. Ball out the near side. It's going to be a throw-in. Here comes a yellow card to Anali. And he has a gripe, but I'm telling you, if this guy's in a Galaxy uniform, we're kind of screaming about this. If we look at it again on the replay, Garces got a pretty good piece of the jersey there at the top of the area. Right there with a clothesline situation. He goes to ground easily, but we'll continue here with the throw in Galaxy. So Anali gets the yellow card for dissent. And our referee is going back to look at the monitor, I believe, for a possible penalty. But if this would have been outside the box at 22 yards from goal. So it's not a penalty. We know that. And again, look at it one more time. It's just not a penalty. It could have been a foul. Most likely would have been a yellow card. The problem is Garces is last man back. That's a problem on this particular play also, for a possible red card to Emiro Garces, who's been on for all of about 30 seconds, figuratively speaking. So our referee will come out, and this is what's probably going to happen here. The foul is outside the box. So Emiro Garces will leave the match on a red card. It'll be a foul outside the box. And the Galaxy now play another man down. And Emiro Garces has incredible athletic ability. It is problematic when you play a man down too consistently. So the Galaxy are down to 10 men, trailing 1-0. And he gets busted for the last man back red card. And now he gets the yellow card. I believe it's going to stay a yellow for him, but it's going to be a free kick, I imagine. So the Galaxy lose 2 players in a matter of a couple of minutes. One to a red card and one to an injury. So now Greg Vanney has to decide how he's going to handle this. He's got Chris Rendove as the last center back available to his club. But that means he's going to make the substitutions, the multiple player substitution, when Rendove comes on. In the meantime, Houston has a chance to double their lead on this free kick that's about 22 yards from goal. The question is, do you make Justin Hack the other center back? And maybe you do that. Less than 22 yards from goal here. So McGlynn is there and Bogusz is there. Bogusz would be power, I imagine, and the way he's lining it up. Trying to go across that wall, I think. Here's the shot off the defender and cleared. Out the far side it goes. Guilherme. Here's McGlynn for Houston. Bogusz on the left. Tries to cut it through Harbour Miller. This is going to be a foul against Miller and a free kick. And Harbour Miller can't believe the call. It's the obstruction call against the Galaxy. As we look at it again on the replay here. Again, here's the problem, folks, and I understand it's frustrating when you're watching it on TV. When those arms are extended from your body and you make contact with the opposing player who's trying to get to the ball, it's going to be a foul. You don't like to see it, but it happens. That's a foul. It's an easy foul to call. Good free kick opportunity here for Houston. We're now in the 61st minute with Houston on top 1-0. Bogusz with the ball that's going to bend in towards goal. He might go to the near post. Our referee wants Joe to step back a half a foot. Here's Bogusz. Plays it towards the top of the box. Deflected by Kyogo. And apparently a foul in the area for a free kick, LA Galaxy. So it's become rather messy here in the second half. Not what the Galaxy wanted, for sure. But they still only trail 1-0. And if they can find their way for the equalizer, we'll see how that goes. Ball on the far side of Houston on possession, cleared out of play by Joseph Painsil. Houston will take towards the near side as this game's rhythm is now out the window for now. McGlynn. Artur inside the center circle. Here's Resch. Now Houston's game plan has changed because they know the Galaxy's chasing. And they're going to force the Galaxy to go touchline to touchline here. It's a lot of work here for the Galaxy now. The one forward being Kyogo. And a 4-4-1 for LA at the moment. Sanabria trying to get the clearance. The Galaxy can't find possession, and here's Robert Taylor now cramping up. Ball will go right side, and Ollie. McGlynn this time around to the right. Bogusz once again. Again, Jack McGlynn. This time Anali's onside. The flag stayed down there. Anali. Right corner of the area, still on possession. Jack McGlynn, the left-footed ball towards the spot, cleared away by Glesnes. Painsill couldn't find it, unfortunately, and here comes Guilherme once again for the Houston Dynamo. Inside 64 minutes. Parenti defending the shot towards goal, over the bar and out of play. Goal kick for the LA Galaxy. Pumps at the Pitch Night, presented by Purina, is back. Don't miss out on the remaining nights. Purchase a ticket and dog pass for the upcoming Pumps at the Pitch, September the 12th against the Seattle Sounders. Purchase those tickets and learn more at lagalaxy.com/pups at the pitch. Substitution now for Houston. McGuire leaves the match. Negri leaves the match. Linger and Holmes coming on. So here comes Robert Taylor leaving the match, and making his Galaxy debut is Irving Chucky Lozano. He'll come in. Troy Elgersma comes in midfield for the Galaxy. And Lozano, I believe, will be on the left side going forward. Kyogo leaves the match for LA, so Joseph Painsill goes in as the target, I imagine. Let's see what this looks like. So come into midfield. Elgersma comes in as a midfielder for the Galaxy. They may play with just two forwards in Painsill and Lozano. Here's Justin Hack. Hack and Glesnes as the center backs. The question is, how do you get the ball up to those guys? Maybe Elgersma's going to have that responsibility. The Galaxy in a 4-3-2, basically. Here's Herrera, foul called against Parenti, and a free kick. Lozano just came on the pitch. And he gets a talking to from our referee. He and Archer having a discussion. So for the first 11 minutes of this second half, there was no chance for the Galaxy to build any rhythm, to build into the match. They lose Elijah Winder. They get the red card to Emiro Garces. They start the second half with Garces coming on for Maya Yoshida. And now they'll have 25 minutes and change to find the equalizing goal with a man down, if they can do that. Holmes. Artur. Here's Herrera. Chips it on forward into the penalty area. Marcinkowski bats it away. Could have pulled that down. Houston still on possession. Artur. Holmes. Everybody's going to have to play their position plus a little bit more now for the Galaxy to even this thing out. Bond. He'll find Herrera. Artur knocks it back. Jonathan Bond will run it down, has it in his own penalty area, plays it out the near side. Herrera this time around. Artur sprays to the left. Guilherme. Scored from the spot in the 20th minute. That's where we stand right now. 1-0 Houston. Artur just beyond the stripe and plays it back. Resch. McGlynn. Good work defensively by Lozano as it comes on loose. It'll come ahead to Joseph Painsil. Joe will play it on the right side. Here's Elgersma getting forward into the penalty area. And the ball's poked off his foot, but the kid regains it. Has it now for the Galaxy. Back it goes. Parenti. Right corner of the area. Back out. Elgersma. Here's Harper Miller. Parenti. And Justin Hack this time around. Glesnes will be the lone man back for the Galaxy. Lozano. Sanabria. Parenti one more time. They'll restart with Glesnes. Approaching 70 minutes, trailing 1-0 is the Galaxy. Sanabria trying to take forward. Now plays it on the left side. Heavy for Nelson, but he runs it down. John has it near corner. Back out it comes. Lucas Sanabria plays it toward the top of the area. Lozano lets it go. Parenti thinking about the shot. A heavy second touch, and it goes right side. Elgersma to run it down. And Isaiah's got to do a little better with that one. Good idea, but that second touch took him away from his shot. Jonathan Bond. 20 minutes to go plus stoppage for the LA Galaxy to find the equalizer. Alter. Herrera is going a lot longer than I thought he would in these conditions. Plus he's on a yellow. Here's Hack. He doesn't do a lot of running, but still, he's up there in age. Hack. Glesnes this time around. Parenti will knock it back to Glesnes, who wears the captain's armband. It'll go to the right side. Elgersma trying to turn it and finds the touchline instead. Throw it. Artur. Herrera. This is McGlynn now for Houston. Plays it on the right side. Able to get it on forward. Bogusz will knock it back. That's all Houston wants to do at the moment, is have the Galaxy chase and chase and chase until they can force themselves into another situation. Last time around, it turned into a red card as the Galaxy got exposed to the back of the through ball down the middle. Garces mistimed it and then was forced to foul. And now he's in the locker room. Here's McGlynn now. Towards the near side it comes. Bogusz plays towards the end line. The cross towards the spot, top of the area. This is dangerous. Square to the right again. Bogusz on his left foot. Good job defensively on the part of Nelson getting through Holmes, but it'll be a throw in for the Houston Dynamo. Holmes. This will be a foul against Lozano. I'm not sure about that. Near side AR put the flag up immediately, though. He's right in on the play. Take a look at it again. Okay. Got a piece of him. Here's the free kick. McGlynn once again bends it into the box. Knocked down in front. Marcinkowski will pick up. This will be rolled out the near side. Nelson. Sanabria and the Galaxy will try to reset up. Glesnes. He'll go towards midfield and beyond. Jakob Glesnes trying to take it on forward, trying to do it himself. And this is out of frustration or the fact that his teammates aren't willing to break the lines. And the Galaxy will restart with Justin Hack. This is Parenti, who had a really good look not long ago. Hack again. Nelson. Lozano pushed from behind. That's a foul on McGlynn. Free kick Galaxy. One nothing Houston over the LA Galaxy here. Free kick LA. Galaxy with a restart down the middle of the park. And they're going to be few and far between as the game gets later and later. So LA needs to find a way to get more efficient with these chances they're getting. Joe's taking the free kick here. Chips into the box. Glesnes knocks it down. Galaxy want a corner, and no, it's going to be offside against LA. Houston's never been a place where the Galaxy have had a lot of luck in regular season play. As we go to the hydration break now. And Chucky Lozano's talking to our referee as he goes to the sidelines. And tonight it's proving quite the same way for the Galaxy. A very difficult place for them to play. Celebrate Mexican Heritage Night with us on September the 26th as we honor a true icon of the game. This exclusive ticket pack includes a limited edition Jorge Campos goalkeeper half zip inspired by the bold style that made him a legend with the Galaxy and around the world. To secure your ticket pack, visit lagalaxy.com/promotions. Remember, that's a ticket pack game for the half zip pullover. Greg Vanny talking things over with this club, with playing a man down, trying to figure out how they can manufacture at this point the equalizing goal. We'll see how that looks here going forward. How do you spring Joseph Painsil or Chucky Lozano when Houston's going to be sitting with 5 guys back the rest of the game? That's a problem. You're working with youngsters on the right side and Miller and Elgersma on that right side to get forward. You don't have the expertise of a Marco Royce who didn't make this trip, so that makes it difficult. And you certainly don't have anybody on the bench who can spell him in terms of what he can bring to the game. Your 2 8s are Parenti and Sanabria. And you're really playing with 3 flat in the middle for the Galaxy right now. So if you're Greg Vanny, you're saying to those guys, get the ball off your foot quickly, try to get it forward quickly from that position. Elgersma's willing to take somebody on one-on-one, so maybe you send the kid playing more so as a midfielder and right-sided forward for LA, and Lozano's got the left side alongside Painsil, who's the striker at the moment. Here's Jonathan Bond. Artur. Right side it comes. Holmes. That ball stayed in play. Picked off by Hack. John Nelson thrown to the ground. That's a foul and a free kick for the Galaxy. Quickly taken. Hack. Here's Parenti. This needs to be quicker for LA now. Parenti over to Hack. and given away, and the Galaxy almost put themselves in a heap of trouble. Here's Bogusz, and now there is trouble for the Galaxy. On the near side it comes. Linger into the Galaxy penalty area, and Marcinkowski able to put it down. So heavy legs now defensively for the Galaxy. Glesnes. Hack. Again Parenti. This needs to be quicker. Glesnes, he's got room on the right side here to Elgersma. He played it left and gave it away. Here comes Houston once again. Bogusz. Holmes. It'll be knocked back defensively. Halter. Artur. Approaching 80 minutes now. 1-0 Houston in what has been a very messy second half. "35 minutes have been wasted between red cards and injuries and whatnot." Here's Paintsill now for the Galaxy. A wall of white jerseys in front of him, and a foul and a free kick. Herrera on a yellow card there. He's pulled over to the side now. He gets a verbal warning from our referee, and this gives Houston a chance to pull him from the contest, and they likely will. Look at the replay once again. Joe did a good job of selling that foul. But it's a good set play opportunity for LA and a chance to find the equalizer now. Joseph Paintsill's there as well. But I think this is going to be Lozano's opportunity. Four-man wall set up by Houston. This is a good distance to take this shot from goal and the equalizing opportunity for LA. Lozano's going to step into this one now, about 22 yards from goal, maybe 23. Here's the restart right off the wall. Second chance cleared away, kept alive though for the moment. Lozano trying to go left, and he'll get a throw in out of this. And play's been stopped. Some discussion from upstairs right now with our referee. Are they checking for a handball off the shot? I can't believe that. Look at it again on the replay here. No. That's a deflected ball. VAR should not be stopping the play off of that. That is not the intent on the rule. Nobody's hands were out. Everybody's arms were on their body off the deflected ball. Nelson with the throw in here for the Galaxy. Justin Hack now. Parenti. Elgersma will knock it back. Glesnes back to his goalkeeper. Marcinkowski will play deep on the right side, looking for Elgersma with a battle with an ollie. And it'll go out of play for a goal kick. Houston's going to take their time with everything now the rest of the way. A reminder, the Galaxy are back at home on Wednesday night. They'll host the San Jose Earthquakes in the Cali Classico the first time around. The Galaxy were the better team, probably should have come away with all the points, but ended up settling for a tie, and thanks to the exploits of JT Marcinkowski, who made a late-minute save in that game to preserve the 1-1 result. That one at Palo Alto. Ball on the near side now. Herrera for Houston. This will come into midfield. Herrera for Houston, playing onto the left side. Guilherme, who scored from the spot, been rather quiet here in the second half. He hasn't had to do much. Herrera will play back. Halter, Herrera, and back to Halter. This one forward. Bogusz back to Herrera, plays it ahead to Linger. Into the Galaxy penalty area. Linger looking to get the cross away, blocked by Hack. They'll get a corner kick out of it. Corner on the near side with about 6 minutes and stoppage time. We had 8 minutes in the first half. Now we had the injury to Winder, plus the hydration break and the red card. So we're looking at about 8 minutes again this time around. Plenty of time left in this match. But do the Galaxy have the energy? Guilherme plays this one in, knocked away. Holmes, 25 from goal, plays it in again, knocked out one more time. Joseph Painsil trying to find some green ahead of him. Joe gets away from a second defender, 2-on-1 with Lozano. Painsil will take it, fires over the bar and out of play. Goal kick. Joe did all the work there. I understand the shot. But when it's missed, of course, the teammates will look at you, right? But Joseph gets through his defender and ollie, makes his way towards goal, draws a second defender his way, and honestly, he should have taken the shot because there were two defenders between he and Lozano. Just a little bit too much on it. If that ball's on the ground at all, it finds the back of the net. So be in the midfield, and here comes Houston now on the left side. Miller defending on the play, taken into the Galaxy penalty area as the Galaxy tried to play compact with the four. Bogusz slips it through. Linger should be offside. And now the flag goes up, and it is offside, and possession back to the LA Galaxy here. Nelson. Two more coming on for Houston in a moment. And Nelson's by himself. Gets up the wing, takes a look to his right. There's nobody there in purple. Glesnes. This time it's Hack. Need to play that ball over to the right side and send the kids. Harbor Miller's wide open. Play him up the right side with Elgersma. But instead the Galaxy go back to the left. This will be played ahead over the top of John Nelson. Lozano is showing short on the near side touch. Play the right side so Chucky can make the late run. Lozano has it now for the Galaxy. Might have been a handball. No, says the referee. Gets away from one defender. Still with it is Chucky Lozano. Pokes it into the area. Elgersma tries to bring it down, and it's cleared off of him. Glesnes will play left. Nice job by Nelson, but unfortunately it squirts off of his foot and out of play. Houston will bring on two more here. And the substitution game got away from the Galaxy because of the red card and the halftime injury. Red card to Garces and the injury to Maya Yoshida. Herrera will leave the match, so they'll save themselves on a potential red and get him out. Should do that anyway for a veteran player of his age. Ruben Ramos comes on now to try some magic. And he'll come in as the right winger in the forward position. Basically a 3-3-3 for the Galaxy, the way it looks going forward. Ball will go left side. Houston on possession. Elgersma defending on the play, able to get it forward for Joseph Painsil. No foul. That'll be cleared away. Back into the Galaxy defense. Linger is offside. Flag should have gone up, but we continue to play here. Cleared by Glesnes, who will look on over to the near side AR and say, what are you doing? But it's going to be a throw-in for Houston now. Approaching the 90th minute. 1-0 Houston. Holter. This is Resch. And Ollie on the left. Back to Resch. They basically flipped their defense. Houston did. Another ball down the middle. Here's Linger once again. Pack doing well to get to this ball, but it's going to go out of play for a corner kick. Houston Dynamo. 10 minutes of stoppage time. Corner from the far side now for the Houston Dynamo. The Galaxy have about 10 minutes to find the equalizer and not concede another. I don't think officially they have a shot on goal yet. 0 shots on target for the Galaxy to this point. Another corner kick coming up for Houston. From a manager standpoint, you select players based on the fact that you can trust them. And that's where I think Greg is having an issue now with some of these guys. Can I trust you to be productive when you're out there, impact the game, and not put us in a situation to where we're going to be a man down? And I think that's something they're going to be thinking about a lot on their flight home. Ball loose to the far side. Ramos trying to clear it. Goes out for a throw-in. Also talked to Ruben Ramos this week, and he'll be part of the LA Galaxy Spotlight program a little bit later on. A La Puente kid. Grew up an LA Galaxy fan. Robbie Keane caught his eye. And those are some great teams back then. Marcinkowski will clear into midfield. So I hope you get a chance to watch that on an upcoming LA Galaxy Spotlight program on Fox 11+. Holmes for Houston. Played out the far side. Knocked forward into the Galaxy defense. Glesnes working hard all night long. This will come on loose, though. Good opportunity now for the Houston Dynamo. Centrally, Artur. Samaseku is on, as well as Aliu, who just came on. Buzat as well. Ibrahim Aliu. Here's Buzat. It's Holmes this time, and back it goes. And the Galaxy right now trying to find some oxygen. Here's Buzat. Top of the Galaxy penalty area on his left foot. Has a goal. Save by Marcinkowski. That is our Spectrum save of the game. coming here in the 93rd minute. Parenti's clearance just to clear it out of harm's way. But again, it's Houston now on the attack, trying to find the second, while the Galaxy need the lone goal to equalize. Here's a ball centrally now. Buzat taken off the ball by Lozano. That's a foul against the Galaxy forward, and a yellow card for Chucky Lozano. I don't believe that was a yellow card foul, but I'll see it again on the replay here. That's not a yellow card foul, so that's something I think the Galaxy should take a note with Chucky coming to the Galaxy. He's had about 5 minutes on the field, and he's had a couple of situations to where quickly fouls are called against him. So we'll see what that looks like in the future. Buzat with the latest opportunity for the Houston Dynamo, and JT Marcinkowski did well on that one. Good save by JT. Screened initially and then goes across his goal to make the save. A little over 5 minutes to go in this game unofficially. Here's Guilherme from distance and over the bar and out. That might have glanced the post. Goal kick Galaxy here as they look for the equalizer now. Glesnes. Squared over to Justin Hack. Nelson trying to play this one in for Lozano. This will be a foul against Chucky. Free kick. Holmes, he'll play on the right side, and here comes Aliu for Houston. Side of the Galaxy penalty area. Back to the top of the box it goes. Holmes again with the chance. Right at the corner of the 6. It comes back out for Aliu in the near corner. And this will be offside. Possession back to the LA Galaxy. Marcinkowski. He'll knock this ahead. Second ball, Lozano trying to find it. He's wiped out, and that's a foul and a free kick for the Galaxy. Here's Parenti now for the Galaxy. It'll come back to Justin Hack. On the left side, Nelson for LA. Left side of the circle, sprayed to the right, over the top and out of play. And it's okay on the switch intended by Hack, but when you have Miller on the right side and you're playing from the right side, you have to play it that way and not back to the left for the switch when you don't have the room to do it. Doing it, making it too hard on themselves. And Ollie, who's had a huge impact on this game. And Ollie got the penalty called in his favor. And then he got Garces red card. He's got to be Houston's player of the match for sure. Even though Guilherme's got the goal from the spot. About 2.5 to go here for the Galaxy to find the equalizer. Eldersma's going to take the throw in. Here's Troy. The long throw into the area, knocked away. Second ball. Won by Hack. Squared on over Parenti. Elgersma once again. Here's the cross down low. And it's cleared away by the Houston Dynamo. 2 minutes to go for the Galaxy to find this equalizer. It'll go left side. Lozano brought down from outside the box. That's a foul. Free kick, Galaxy. Aliu will pick up a yellow there. That looked pretty good there from Chucky. He split the two defenders, and unfortunately he hesitated enough for Aliu to chop him down. If he takes another step forward, he's likely to get past that attempted tackle and create a chance for himself. As we take a look at the replay once again, right here, if he's able to speed through, and he's about to try to do that, but Aliu just able to hack him down. Here's maybe the last chance for the Galaxy to find the equalizer, because it's not necessarily going to come in the run of play for LA. Glesnes and Jonathan Bond having words. And now we have a player down for the Houston Dynamo in the box. And the Houston player telling the referee he stomped out his foot. Glesnes comes on over. Resch is telling Glesnes to stay away, and Glesnes steps right on him. This is going to be the final goal of it for sure. Jakob comes over, shakes his hand. Joseph Painsil will take the free kick. Here's the ball into the area, short side, cleared away towards midfield. Nice job by Nelson keeping it alive. Painsil has it on the near side, trying to turn the corner, and he's pulled down. That's a yellow card and a red card to Aliu, and now it's evened up, but there's only about fumes left in this match. And you have to leave the match. And the Galaxy have evened up on the amount of field players now in the final moments of this one. Well, he had more minutes than Garces did, I think. Ibrahim Aliu will leave the match on a red card. 2 yellows for him. Look at the replay once again here. It was Joe that picked the jersey, and the Galaxy got away with one on that one. And Ibrahim Aliu slowly walking his way down. Here's the restart, played near post. Galaxy can't redirect towards goal and cleared on out. Nelson back in, and Jonathan Bond will pull it down. Quickly he outlets to midfield. The referee points to midfield, and this match has come to an end as the Houston Dynamo get the goal in the 20th minute off a penalty kick goal from Guilherme, and they hold on from there for a 1-0 victory over the LA Galaxy. Galaxy played a man down for about 30 minutes of this match, trying to find the equalizer, but offensively there was nothing there for LA this evening to be very dangerous around the penalty box. In fact, I don't believe at the end of the day, here checking the stat sheet, officially the Galaxy with 0 shots on goal in the 90 minutes tonight. Houston 1, LA Galaxy 0. The postgame show is coming up next. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
LA LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. Welcome to the LA Galaxy postgame show presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Shell Energy Stadium was the site tonight. The Houston Dynamo get a goal on a penalty kick in the 20th minute. It held up, defeating the Galaxy by a count of 1-0. Red card really derailed the Galaxy after having to make a substitution at halftime, as the captain Maya Yoshida could not go in the second 45, and therefore Emiro Garces came on. Right after halftime, about 5 minutes or so later, Emiro Garces is shown the red card, and now the Galaxy's a man down the rest of the way. In fact, Garces gets the red card in the 58th minute, so he played 13 minutes before he's gone. They can't build any momentum to find the equalizing goal because now they're a man down. Chucky Lozano makes his Galaxy debut, and he's got no particular help up there alongside Joseph Painsil because they don't have the forward necessarily in between them. So they're sharing that responsibility. They have a midfield crew that really are a bunch of midfield holders. There's no attacking midfielder part of that group as well. It really ended up playing into the hands of the Houston Dynamo for an undermanned Galaxy squad coming into the match in terms of the type of pieces that they needed to be competitive tonight. And one goal was probably going to do it, and one goal did it tonight for the Houston Dynamo on a, if it was a soft red card, so be it. I mean, a soft penalty kick, maybe it was, but when you put your arms out, extend your arms up high, the referee sees it, they're likely going to call it in the field of play or in the box, one or the other. And they called it in the box. Guilherme scores, and that was enough. 57.8% possession for the Houston Dynamo, 42.4% for the LA Galaxy. 9 shots apiece for these clubs. 2 shots on goal for the Dynamo. 1 great save by JT Marcinkowski, our spectrum save of the game. It came in the 93rd minute off the left foot from Buzat, who could have doubled the score, but Marcinkowski was true to the task and pushed the ball wide. 553 total passes for Houston, 368 for the LA Galaxy, 91% passing accuracy for Houston. Galaxy went down a little bit in the second half to finish at 88.6 on the night. In terms of the momentum and the sequences, the Galaxy had a 5-minute sequence early in the second half. After the red card, it went all Houston's way. Then the Galaxy, trying to even the matchup in stoppage time, had a little bit more of the ball, but Houston at that point had parked the bus. And then they got a red card with Ibrahim Aliou picking up his second yellow. Was a bit soft. It might be overturned midweek. But that was that for the night. A team that lacked the bite and the quality, especially in the middle of the park, necessary tonight. And the Galaxy could not generate a goal in losing by a count of 1-0. It's a disappointment tonight because a win could push this Galaxy above the line with some results. The loss will keep them in 12th at the very best by the end of the weekend. And things are becoming more and more tight as now we go from 15 games down to 14 games, beginning with Wednesday night's home game against San Jose, a team that's atop the Western Conference and fighting for first place, game in and game out. Houston 1, LA Galaxy 0. We'll take a look around Major League Soccer and get you ready for what's next right after these words.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Let's take a look at some scores around Major League Soccer. Earlier tonight, it was Toronto over New England 2-1. Orlando and Cincinnati played to a 1-1 draw. Montreal DC United tied at 1. Charlotte wins over Columbus 3-1. Atlanta at home 2-1 better than Red Bull. Nashville pounded Miami at home 4-1 the final there. Games in progress now. RSL in Minnesota in the 60th minute are 0-0. 58th Colorado Sporting Kansas City 0-0. 18th minute St. Louis has taken a 1-0 lead on San Jose. LAFC and San Diego are 0-0. San Jose coming to town on Wednesday night to take on the LA Galaxy. Game 2 of that Cali Clasico series. Finished 1-1 the first time around. And an opportunity for the Galaxy to win the season series against one of the top teams in the Western Conference. As we take a look at the standings in the West, atop the West right now with their victory against the Galaxy, the Houston Dynamo at 35 points, followed by Vancouver, LAFC, San Jose's at 33. Remember, these games are in progress for the other teams right now. Salt Lake's at 27 points pending their result. Dallas is at 27. St. Louis is at 26. Followed by Portland in 8th with 24 points. And ninth place, Seattle, still at 24 points. They went into the World Cup break at 24 points, Seattle did. And they've had an even more difficult time coming out of the World Cup break than the LA Galaxy have had. But look at St. Louis. St. Louis has roared up the Western Conference after the break into 26 points and 7th place. We'll keep an eye on them. 10th place is Minnesota at 24 points, followed by Colorado at 22, the Galaxy at 22. 13th is San Diego at 21. Austin is in 14th place at 17 points, followed by Kansas City at the bottom of the Western Conference with 14 points. In the East, Nashville, Miami, New England, Chicago. Those are the top 4, followed by Charlotte, Cincinnati, New York City, New York Red Bull, and DC United above the line right now. Orlando, Columbus, Toronto, Montreal, Philadelphia, and Atlanta round out the bottom 5 in the MLS Eastern Conference. For the LA Galaxy, this is a tough one for the Galaxy. Getting a point away with this roster would have been a nice shot in the arm coming home. Taking a penalty and being down 1-0 at halftime wasn't all that bad of a situation. Second half and the red card from Garces was a killer. The injury to Winder early in the second half was a killer for this LA Galaxy club. Suddenly, all the substitutions went for the injuries and not for players who could impact the game. In an 11-on-11 situation, yes, Chucky Lozano made his Galaxy debut, but when he came onto the pitch, he was never in a position to really impact the game offensively for this Galaxy team. But 90 minutes are down, and the Houston Dynamo come away with all the points. The Galaxy are back home on Wednesday night. They will take on the San Jose Earthquakes. Tickets are available at lagalaxy.com or by calling 877-3-GALAXY. For now, in front of a sold-out Shell Energy Stadium, it was the Houston Dynamo 1 and the LA Galaxy 0. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday night. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
30 years ago, Wu-Tang Clan changed hip-hop forever. Last year, they sold out arenas worldwide, and now the final chamber comes back home. Wu-Tang Clan, an encore. If you saw it last year, you know what this means. If you didn't, this is the moment. Yamava Theater, October 1st, with special guests, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Get tickets now at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Wu-Tang Forever, Killer Bees, swarming on new locations, live at Yamava Theater.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. You've been listening to the 6-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy, presented by Modelo, made for those with a fighting spirit. By Dignity Health, official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy. By Yamava Casino at San Manuel. And by Vivid Seats. This has been a presentation of the LA Galaxy, 6-time Major League Soccer champions. All rights reserved.